Welcome to Book Buzz Reviews and Summaries. In a world where we are constantly bombarded by the extraordinary, it's easy to overlook the beauty in the simple, everyday moments that surround us. But what if the true magic of life isn't hidden in grand gestures or rare occasions, but nestled quietly in the mundane? Knott Gregson's Miracle in the Mundane invites us to pause, breathe, and rediscover the wonder in the ordinary. With a blend of soul-stirring poetry, thought-provoking prompts, and gentle inspiration, this book is more than just a collection of words, it's a guide to unlocking the creativity and joy that often lies dormant within us. Gregson's wisdom reminds us that the mundane moments we take for granted, like the warmth of the morning sun or the rhythm of our breath, hold the potential for profound transformation. Whether you're seeking to reignite your creativity, find solace in simplicity, or uncover a deeper sense of joy, Miracle in the Mundane offers the tools and insights to help you see the world, and yourself, in a whole new light. Get ready to embrace the extraordinary that's hiding in plain sight, and let this book guide you on a journey to unfiltered joy. Introduction, an invitation to rediscover the magic in the ordinary. In a world that often seems consumed by the extraordinary, where we chase the next big thing, the grand adventure, the life-altering event, Knott Gregson's Miracle in the Mundane serves as a gentle yet profound reminder that life's true magic often resides in the small, the ordinary, and the overlooked. This book is not merely a collection of poems, prompts, and musings, it is a soulful journey into the heart of creativity, mindfulness, and unfiltered joy. Gregson, a poet known for his typewriter series and deeply evocative Instagram presence, invites us to slow down, to breathe, and to see the world with fresh eyes that can spot the miraculous in the mundane. The book is structured in a way that it can be read linearly or dipped into as needed. Each poem and prompt stands alone, but also weaves into a larger tapestry of thought and feeling. Gregson's words are both accessible and profound, making the reader feel as though they are having a personal conversation with a trusted friend. In this review, we will explore the various sections of Miracle in the Mundane, delving into the themes that Gregson so artfully explores. We will also reflect on the emotional journey the book takes the reader on, offering insights into how it can serve as a catalyst for personal transformation. This review is intended not just to critique, but to celebrate the beauty of Gregson's work and its potential to inspire deep, creative reflection in those who read it. Part 1: The Power of Poetry and the Art of Observation. Chapter 1: Seeing with Poet's Eyes. Knott Gregson begins Miracle in the Mundane by setting the stage for a transformation in how we see the world. He suggests that to truly appreciate life, one must develop what he calls poet's eyes, a way of seeing that transcends the surface and peers into the soul of everyday moments. Through his poems, Gregson demonstrates how even the simplest of scenes, a cup of coffee on a windowsill, the way light filters through leaves, can hold immense beauty and meaning if we allow ourselves to truly see them. Gregson's poetry is characterized by its simplicity and clarity. There is no need for complex metaphors or obscure references. Instead, he uses plain language to evoke deep emotions. His style is conversational yet lyrical, making his poems feel like intimate confessions or shared secrets. This accessibility is key to the book's appeal, as it invites readers of all backgrounds to connect with the material. One of the most striking aspects of this section is how Gregson's poems encourage mindfulness. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with distractions, Gregson's work is a call to slow down and pay attention. He challenges the reader to notice the small details that are often overlooked and to find joy in the simple act of observation. Poetry analysis: The Quiet of Morning. One of the standout poems in this section is The Quiet of Morning, where Gregson captures the serene beauty of dawn. The poem begins with the soft imagery of a sleeping city, gradually coming to life as the first rays of sunlight break through. Gregson's use of gentle, flowing language mirrors the gradual awakening of the world, creating a peaceful and meditative atmosphere. The poem's impact lies in its ability to make the reader feel as though they are experiencing the morning firsthand. Gregson's words are so vivid that you can almost feel the coolness of the morning air, hear the distant chirping of birds, and see the subtle play of light and shadow. It's a reminder of how the start of each day holds its own quiet magic, waiting to be noticed. Reflection: How poetry can transform perception. In this chapter, we explore how Gregson's poetry serves as a tool for transforming perception. By encouraging readers to adopt poet's eyes, he helps them cultivate a deeper appreciation for the world around them. This shift in perspective is not just about finding beauty in the mundane, but also about reconnecting with the present moment, something that is often lost in the hustle and bustle of modern life. Gregson's work is particularly resonant in a time when mindfulness and mental health are becoming increasingly important. His poems offer a form of solace, a way to slow down and reconnect with oneself. For those who feel overwhelmed by the pressures of daily life, Miracle in the Mundane can serve as a gentle guide toward finding peace and joy in the here and now. Part 2: The Role of Creativity in Everyday Life. Chapter 2: Unlocking Your Creative Potential. As the book progresses, Gregson shifts focus from observation to action, exploring the role of creativity in everyday life. He argues that creativity is not a gift reserved for the few, but a natural part of being human. In this section, Gregson offers a series of prompts and exercises designed to help readers unlock their creative potential. The prompts in this section are varied, ranging from writing exercises to artistic challenges. Each one is crafted to encourage the reader to step outside their comfort zone and explore new ways of expressing themselves. Gregson's approach is both playful and profound, making the creative process feel less like a daunting task and more like a joyful exploration. Prompt example: The Art of Noticing. One of the most powerful prompts in this section is the art of noticing. In this exercise, Gregson asks readers to spend a day focusing on the details of their surroundings. The goal is not to create something immediately, but simply to observe and take note of the things that often go unnoticed. This exercise is a perfect companion to the poetry in the first section, as it reinforces the idea that creativity begins with seeing the world in a new way. By the end of the day, participants are encouraged to reflect on their observations and see how these small details can inspire creative work. This prompt is particularly effective because it removes the pressure to produce something perfect and instead focuses on the joy of the creative process itself. Reflection: Creativity as a daily practice. Gregson's approach to creativity is refreshing in its simplicity. He doesn't advocate for grand artistic endeavors or masterpieces. Instead, he emphasizes the importance of making creativity a daily practice. By incorporating small, manageable creative activities into everyday life, readers can cultivate a habit of creativity that enriches their lives in unexpected ways. This chapter is particularly valuable for those who feel creatively blocked or intimidated by the idea of making art. Gregson's prompts are designed to be accessible to everyone, regardless of skill level or experience. The emphasis is on process over product, on the joy of creating rather than the pressure to create something good. Personal story: Finding creativity in the mundane. To further illustrate the impact of Gregson's approach, this chapter includes a personal story of a reader who, after engaging with the prompts in Miracle in the Mundane, rediscovered their passion for photography. This individual had always enjoyed taking pictures but had lost touch with the practice due to the demands of work and family life. After following Gregson's prompts, they began to see the world through the lens of a camera once again, capturing the beauty in everyday moments. This story serves as a powerful example of how Gregson's work can inspire real change. It's a reminder that creativity is not just about making art, but about finding new ways to experience and appreciate life. Part 3: The Intersection of Joy and Mindfulness. Chapter 3: Finding Joy in the Present Moment. In the third section of the book, Gregson delves into the relationship between joy and mindfulness. He argues that true joy is found not in the pursuit of external achievements, but in the ability to be fully present in each moment. This section is a blend of poetry, prompts, and reflective essays that encourage readers to cultivate a mindful approach to life. Gregson's writing in this section is deeply reflective and introspective. He shares personal anecdotes and insights that highlight the transformative power of mindfulness. His words are infused with a sense of calm and acceptance, making this section particularly resonant for readers who are seeking peace in their lives. Essay analysis: The Gift of Presence. One of the standout pieces in this section is the essay The Gift of Presence. In this essay, Gregson reflects on the importance of being fully present in our interactions with others. He shares a poignant story about a conversation with a friend, where he realized that he had not been truly listening, but instead, had been distracted by his own thoughts. This moment of realization led him to a deeper understanding of what it means to be present and how it can impact our relationships. Gregson's writing is candid and relatable, making the reader feel as though they are sharing in his journey of self-discovery. The essay serves as a gentle reminder that true connection comes from being fully engaged with the people and experiences around us. Reflection: joy as a mindful practice. This chapter explores the idea that joy is not something to be chased or attained, but something to be cultivated through mindfulness. Gregson's writing encourages readers to find joy in the small moments, whether it's the warmth of the sun on their skin, the sound of laughter, or the feeling of contentment that comes from a quiet moment of reflection. The prompts in this section are designed to help readers integrate mindfulness into their daily lives. For example, one prompt encourages readers to take a mindful walk, where they focus solely on the sights, sounds, and sensations they experience. This simple exercise can help to ground the reader in the present moment and open their eyes to the beauty that surrounds them. Personal story: embracing joy in the everyday. To illustrate the impact of this section, the chapter includes a personal story of a reader who, after engaging with Gregson's work, began to find joy in their daily commute. Previously, the commute had been a source of stress and frustration, but by practicing mindfulness, they were able to transform it into a time of peace and reflection. This story serves as a powerful example of how Gregson's teachings can be applied to even the most mundane aspects of life. Part 4: Overcoming Obstacles to Creativity and J. As with any journey of self-discovery and creativity, there are obstacles to overcome. In this section, Gregson addresses the inner critic, the voice inside that tells us we're not good enough, that our work isn't worth sharing, or that we're not capable of living a joyful, creative life. Gregson's approach to the inner critic is compassionate and empowering. He acknowledges the presence of this voice, but offers strategies for overcoming its influence. This section is both practical and inspiring. Gregson shares personal experiences of grappling with his own inner critic and offers insights into how he has learned to quiet this voice and continue creating. The prompts in this section are particularly powerful, as they encourage readers to confront their fears and doubts head-on. Prompt example: writing to your inner critic. One of the most impactful prompts in this section is writing to your inner critic. In this exercise, Gregson encourages readers to personify their inner critic and write a letter to it. The goal is to acknowledge the critic's presence, but also to assert control over its influence. This exercise is cathartic and empowering, helping readers to externalize their fears and take steps toward overcoming them. Reflection: the importance of self-compassion. This chapter emphasizes the importance of self-compassion in the creative process. Gregson's writing is a reminder that everyone faces self-doubt, but it's how we respond to it that matters. By cultivating self-compassion, readers can learn to be kinder to themselves and more resilient in the face of challenges. The prompts and reflections in this section are particularly valuable for those who struggle with perfectionism or fear of failure. Gregson's approach is gentle yet firm, encouraging readers to push past their fears and embrace their creative potential. Personal story: overcoming creative blocks. To further illustrate the impact of this section, the chapter includes a personal story of a reader who, after engaging with Gregson's prompts, was able to overcome a long-standing creative block. This individual had always loved to write but had been paralyzed by fear of judgment. By following Gregson's advice and practicing self-compassion, they were able to start writing again and rediscover the joy of creative expression. Part 5: Embracing the Miracle in the Mundane. Chapter 5: Living a Life of Creativity and Joy. The final section of Miracle in the Mundane brings everything together, offering a roadmap for living a life infused with creativity and joy. Gregson encourages readers to carry the lessons of the book forward, integrating them into their daily lives and continuing to seek out the magic in the mundane. This section is a celebration of the journey the reader has been on, but it's also a call to action. Gregson's writing is both uplifting and motivating, encouraging readers to keep exploring, keep creating, and keep finding joy in the small moments. Essay analysis, the ongoing journey. One of the most inspiring pieces in this section is the essay, The Ongoing Journey. In this essay, Gregson reflects on the idea that the journey of creativity and self-discovery is never truly complete. There will always be new challenges, new opportunities for growth, and new moments of joy to be found. Gregson's words are a reminder that life is a continuous process of learning and evolving, and that the true beauty of the journey lies in its unpredictability. Reflection, the legacy of miracle in the mundane. In this final chapter, we reflect on the lasting impact of Gregson's work. Miracle in the Mundane is more than just a book, it's a guide for living a more mindful, creative, and joyful life. Gregson's teachings are applicable not just in the context of the book, but in every aspect of the reader's life. By embracing the lessons of miracle in the mundane, readers can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the world around them and find joy in the smallest of moments. Personal story, a life transformed. To conclude the review, we share the story of a reader whose life was profoundly transformed by miracle in the mundane. This individual, who had been struggling with depression and a lack of direction, found solace and inspiration in Gregson's words. By embracing the book's teachings, they were able to rediscover their passion for art, reconnect with loved ones, and find a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Conclusion, The Miracle in the Mundane. Miracle in the Mundane by Knott Gregson is a powerful testament to the beauty of life's simple moments and the transformative power of creativity and mindfulness. Through his poetry, prompts, and reflections, Gregson offers readers a roadmap for finding joy and inspiration in the everyday. This book is not just a collection of words, it's an invitation to live more fully, to see more deeply, and to embrace the miracle that exists in the mundane. Whether you are an artist, a writer, or simply someone looking to reconnect with the world around you, Miracle in the Mundane is a must-read that will leave a lasting impact on your heart and mind. Please read the book to learn more and consider subscribing to support the channel. Thank you.